All right, guys. So we're live, and I'm just gonna give you the link to the. There you go. Here's the link, guys. I just copied the link on the Discord message section. So just go there, so you can watch my screen there, and you can ask a question here on our Discord. All right. So we having said that, we can start our session now. And we're live on X right now, so people is joining. Welcome everyone. Uh, just to let you know that we're also live on our Discord. That's where I answer all the questions. And you can see on the screen right here, we have like observer here and our community here asking questions. So let me know, guys, on the chat here in Discord if you're already joined the live stream on X, so we can start. Just let me know that. And I'll go to. All right, so I think I'll begin. Just to respect your time slides. All right, so 48 people online right now. Awesome. So just I'll start giving some context. Well, some people join our stream. So Bitcoin just passed the 100K. I'm gonna mute myself on Discord so you. I'm gonna mute myself on Discord so you don't hear me twice. There you go. All right. So as always, I review this section first, which is my macro analysis, which I go by SPX very fast through SPX, Nasdaq, DXY, Bitcoin, total altcoin shares, Ethereum dominance, and finally ADA in that order. Uh, that's because it is very important to me because I always, at least once a week, we need to review those coins top to down because it's like a chain of events. If one is sick, the other ones will go sick. And the father of everyone is the SPX and the Nasdaq and in that order. So Bitcoin can do well if the stock market is crashing, for example, or there's a big alert of big risk reward moments. So I will talk about that on our live stream, especially in the weekly sessions. So I'm going to take a look here. Just I'm going to take a look here at SPX. Just give me a second, guys. We are live on X. Watch this stream there and ask questions here on our Discord. And why I do this? Because on Discord I can link to our learning material whenever I mention something specific in analysis and strategy. We have all documented there on our Discord. So that's why I love to stream on Discord as well. So be a little patient with me, guys. This is the first time I'm streaming on X on Discord at the same time. At least Discord for the chat section. And maybe I just move my Discord. Let me just add it here. All right, I think we're good to go. Nice. Yeah, I think we're good to go. So first, SPX. Let's go to the big daddy of stocks, SPX index. Just going through SPX on the weekly channel, on the weekly chart, sorry, using our indicators. Everything looks fine, nothing to worry about. So next, I only look for warning signals. Nasdaq as well, everything looks fine. Nasdaq is riding this trend on the weekly. Nothing to worry about, nothing speculation. I don't care about news or political nonsense. So everything is going fine. I just look at the charts, bullish rider band. There are some very signals here, but those are more for quick small corrections. You can see every one of them almost play out. But during a bull run, like the Nasdaq is having and like crypto is having right now, these are just some take profits moments, not necessarily a bearish signal. On the other hand, during a bull run, when we have a bullish super signal, like this one here, when you get one bullish super signal like this one, this is very, very powerful. During a bull run, bullish signals on our indicator are extremely powerful. You can see this one. Perfectly played. We've seen it time and time again on our Discord or when we trade in ADA or other coins. Every time there is a bullish super signal, chances for a bounce are much, much higher. but they rarely appear during a bull run. They usually appear. Super signals usually appear more often during sideways market. So when once one appears here, is very good. So let's take a look to DXY. This is the US dollar index. This is the US dollar index. US dollar index is doing fine. Seems like there's room for some correction. Now this you can see this is the sideways I was talking about. This is clearly this is sideways market for the XY, and you can see here how well all these signals play. It's almost perfectly, almost like magic. And you can see very signal went down, bullish signal went up, very signal went down. This one fell, uh, probably the only one. Bearish super signal, price went down. Bullish super signal went up. Bearish probably went down a bit. And this is very important. We want the XY to keep doing this. Seems like there's some room to go to 100. That will be even more bullish, but so far so good. Nothing to worry about. So now let's enter into Bitcoin. We're 200 people live here right now, so welcome everyone. I'm gonna repeat myself again. First, before every weekly analysis, I go through the XPS, Nasdaq, then and just then I go into Bitcoin, altcoins, because they have like a big relation, especially during potential pump or crisis moments. So I just went to SPX and Nasdaq, and everything looks fine. So now we're free to analyze Bitcoin without worrying too much about the macro context. Nice. Thank you, Jinx, for the comment. Don't forget, guys, you can ask your questions here in our Discord. For the people watching us next, if you want to enter our Discord, it's free. The link is on my profile on X. Also on YouTube. I'm not sure if on YouTube, but yes, on X. Okay, let's go see Bitcoin. So what's going on with Bitcoin? And I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna provide you some context, and I talk about this with our community time and time again. I think you're getting a little bit bored with this analysis, but it's just printing us money all over the place with altcoins all this time and almost worry free. So what's that? If we go to our strategies here, and we look how to, let me just find this one. This one, how to trade an overbought asset, because Bitcoin is clearly overbought. There's some context here, but basically what it says is whenever price goes above this line here, which is our RSI string line, there is a good moment to enter, and this way we can ride a parabolic move without having too much of a loss, because we will take a loss if price closes below this line. In that case, it's a sign of weakness, and then we can cut our losses or just take some profits if we're on profit as well, instead of just waiting for the asset to go test the band or go even lower, or even face the possibility of a bear market eventually and lose all your money. So this is how we protect ourselves during bull runs, especially if you're buying late. If you're buying late, this is probably the best tool for you to use. And I link also here, and let me return to our handout here. I will link here the strategy once again. This is the RSI string lines, and the strategy is the strategy number 5. There you go. You can have notes together. Now let's return to the chart. So having said that, you can see, and I'm going to give you guys an even more powerful example, because it is very, very important for you to understand this concept during this bull run. I've been through many bull runs before this one. And this is probably the most important insight I can give you during a bull. And you can see here is the same line. This is the whole Bitcoin history. This will blow your mind. So you can see in these squares are all is the time when Bitcoin was trading above our string line, and you can see all the parabolic moves, and most of the gains happen when Bitcoin is above this line. Above this line, when it is overbought, when it is above this line. And correction usually happen big time when it starts trading below the line. So, lesson number 1, you ride a trend, especially an overbought trend, all the time while it is above the RSI trend line. It doesn't mean the bull market will end if it goes down, if it goes below. Sorry. You can see we have some corrections here, probably here, and here we have these small corrections. Uh, but what it means is that as long as it remains above the trend line, the power of volume move is still live. You can sleep worry free. You don't have to check your cell phone 2 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. in the morning. As long as you're holding the line, you sleep well, and you review that once a week. It is still above with a weekly close, weeks don't count. That a whole candle close, you have to wait for a week to close. But if as long as it closes above the line, the bull run is still live. And you can see here all the gains. You can see here I mean, this is probably the past bull run uh, from 21,000 to 40,000, from 43 to 59 here as well, from 9,000 to 14, or even here. Oh no, this is the one I just checked. Or just here, this was impressive as well, from 9,000 to 20,000. Or here from 1,500 to 3,000. So there's no joke. We just recently had a run here from, let's say, even from here, from 48 to 74. So it's no joke. And right now, Bitcoin is yes, sir. It just crossed the line here at 90,000. So it just began. This movement just began. And you can see some bearish anticipation signal above the line, but as I always say, don't pay too much attention to bearish divergences or bearish signals. As long as the line holds, that has priority. That has priority. Once it breaks below it, then we start taking some profit. We expect some consolidation. We look for a future entry, etc. All right. So let me know if this is clear. So let me ask some questions from here. Is Ripple done with a retrace? You want? I'm looking at Bitcoin right now. Be a little bit patient. I will look at XRP. I will look at XRP. And there's also here some XRP, for example, just went parabolic. Just went parabolic. And we're talking about if it just ends a retrace or not. Like, zoom out a little bit, go to the weekly. Will do the miracle for you. Because we shouldn't be thinking about if it is done with the retracement right now. We should think if parabolic will continue or not, or even not paying too much attention right now to XRP probably because it already pumped massively, massively. I don't know, I don't remember how much, probably 300%, even more. So that's some time for you to take some profit, invest, look into other coins, probably still holding your back a little bit. But don't be too anxious if it's just retraced or not. It just moves massively. If you just bought, then you're late to the party and you have to worry a lot. But in that case, we'll write these trend lines as well, and it will help you. It will help you for that. All right, guys. So 300 people here. We're still reviewing the RSX trend line. Remember, I just tagged it on our Discord. Here the trend line, right our scenario. This is a documented strategy. We use it all the time. We're using plenty of time to trade this week because you can use this on the weekly, you can use it for hour, on the 1 hour, on the daily, the same strategy. So having said that, Bitcoin looks totally fine. Do I worry about the 100K rejection? No, not at all, because the 100K is more psychological than everything else, and it just broke. Probably we had some rejection here, temporarily for a week if you zoom out. It held the line, the retracement, and just bounced. So I don't worry about the retracement. About the 100K, it's one level that has no relevance for me as long as it holds this line. For me, what I wanted for Bitcoin to hold the line, that is right now at 96,000. All right. So I'm not saying this will happen, but it will not surprise me at all because we've seen what happened in the past. Bitcoin could easily just do this and continue riding the line, and it will eventually break this line. And rider band, which is our support, will still going up, and probably will have a retest and something like that, most probably. And we bet on a bounce as long as the rider band is bullish. When it start flipping colors, sorry, when it start changing colors like this one, then we start talking about bearish market and chances for bounce are much lower. And you can see this clear example. Here broke this line and bounced from the right band lower limit. bounce, bounce, bounce until the lower until the right band started changing colors. All right. So let me erase these awful lines. There you go. So I think you guys can sleep well with Bitcoin. We'll take a look at our oscillator. Our oscillator is still bullish. Orange is bullish. See, we keep riding the trend. We keep riding the trend. Holders hold. Uh, Traders, you're a bit late if you're a trader. If you want to take a trade, you're late. Um, I don't see a clear entry because for traders using leverage, what you need is a good risk reward moment. And good risk reward moments are when Bitcoin is touching the right band or probably one of these our trend optimizer lines, which are spectacular, for trading corrections. We just did yesterday with XRP and with BNB, and I show you guys how we trade this in the 4 hour. It was spectacular trade. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you this one now. So we close this. This was, for example, BNB, and this was the trade from yesterday. And you can see how, while this coin was correcting, most coins were correcting yesterday. Everyone was panicking, but we set a trade here, our optimizer line, and it bounced exactly, exactly from our line. And we had like this huge trade here. That's very similar happened with XRP yesterday. Very similar happened with XRP yesterday. XRP on the 4 hour. Here as well, it also bounced from this line, and you could have already taken profit or whatever you want. We're in deep profits already. Using 10x leverage, you could have like 30% profit, 40% profit. That's the leverage I use for our for our time. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to our analysis. So Bitcoin doing well. Uh, Let me see what's some questions. Let me answer your question here for Thunder. Uh, would I like to get a small insight from your side on alt? I'm sorry, I'm going to tag the strategy that I just used to catch all those requirements. And it will be that will be the sudden move because we just had a sudden move to our current years. And this is strategy number one. Just let me take a look at the strategy number one, which is this one. And it's also documented. Sudden moves to our trend optimizer lines. This is a clear entry. When the price is a little bit above, I have this sudden move. You set your it's very difficult to catch live, so you set your limit order. And a very tight stop loss here. Right? And multiple examples here on how to take this trade, how to set optimal place for the entry. Right? I mean, it's as simple as it can get. Took me years, years, painful lessons until we develop our indicators and our strategy, and now it's crystal clear for me. All right, let's continue. So 400 people live. Welcome everyone. I'm receiving questions on our Discord, and I'm gonna answer a couple now. The link is on my X profile if you're watching us on X. Let me answer Thunder question here. What's this? Would like to get a small insight from your side on alts concerning potential sharp reversal for BTC because it is end of fiscal year, taxes planning, January, New Year's, so many external variables. I don't pay attention to external variables. I do remember that at the end of December, there's some profit taking because what you say, because taxes of that. I do remember it's not something you can trade. Yes, I'm gonna go short because there will be some profit. Yes, there might be not condition right now with these elections are and the new scenario, the new SEC head is like it's very different from previous years. So that's the thing about trading news or trading speculation. There's so many variables that you can argue, so it's impossible to trade. So just stick to the charts. We're gonna write the extreme limit lines. And if you want to be extra careful, go to the to the daily chart or the 3-day chart. If price goes below the RSI stream lines there, then you take some profits. But regarding alts, potential sharp reversals, I think what you trying to say here is if I believe that alts will pump because Bitcoin will retrace, because of end of fiscal years? No. In that case, no. If Bitcoin has a strong retracement, I don't think that will pump, that will bleed as well. For sure, for sure. Because in that case, in that context, it would be like a sudden move and algorithm like that. Um, just curious, what is your thoughts on what BTC could reach during this bull run? I absolutely have no idea. Seriously, I don't set targets, long term targets, because I think it's just nonsense. I think it's just nonsense. I could say to you 150K, 200, 300 for a million. Who knows? No, nobody knows at this point. Nobody knows. Everyone that shares those projections. I mean, there are guys out there that share projections all from the past 5 years, and the projections have never been fulfilled. And they are so much long term that I wouldn't pay attention at all. So, as I say many times, we write this line until price goes below, and once goes below, we look for a range. That's it. That's how we write the trends, and we exit completely once the trend reverses, like in this case. Now, when we have this full red scenario, we could exit completely. Uh, yes, let me go to the weekly. Yeah, we have this full red, or even when we start having some reds, that's some warning signals using this. And this indicator is the moving average master. I'm gonna tell this here because I love that. It's very easy to use. It's like the moving average master. There you go. This one here. Uh, this is the indicator I just used. You can also use the right one. Uh, but we start worrying about bear market just in these conditions. Yeah, of course, if price retrace, by the time this happens, price will have retraced already like 40%, 50%. So that was we use the stream line as our first one. Let me ask some more questions. Uh, just curious what your thoughts on what I just answered this. What do you think about ADA BTC in the short term? Let me continue our review. So I'm going to ADA right now because I just went into BTC. Let me go to the total icon chart first. So this chart is total altcoins excluding Ethereum, and you can see exactly the same. So altcoins is still riding our RSI streamline. So no worry about altcoins right now. All right, no worry about altcoins. We ride the trend as long as it holds here. It's already at 1.01 trillion, and right now market cap is at 1.101, sorry, no 1.1. So there could be like a 9% correction, and it will still totally be fine. It will be still above our RSI streamline. If we go to the daily, you can see how this is beautiful, guys. This is beautiful. You see, totally worry free. You could have been riding the altcoins market the past 24 days, where most gains happen. Totally worry free. Sleep well at night. As long as candle closes above this line, don't worry. Don't worry about that 100K nonsense, all the bearish comment on X, all the people giving you doubts that you don't need about, or you don't need those. So yeah, it's doing well. And right now, the daily, this line is on 1.04. So if you don't want too much risk or you're buying late, as you probably are if you're buying now, this could help you as a total compass of how the altcoins are doing if there's some risk here. Right? But so far, altcoins is still doing well. Now let's go to Ethereum. And Ethereum is playing a key role right now because, as we will see, Bitcoin dominance just bounced from its weekly support. And we talked this exactly before it bounced. I told you guys I made a nice chart for you. We talk we talk about this thing here. Let me on our dominance entry in our forum. I told you guys. Let me see this was the first time. Yeah, I told you guys here to take profit on altcoins when dominance touches the support. I told you to be careful and lock some profits. Then I drew this for even this one. I drew this for you guys. Guess what? Bitcoin dominance bounce from here. Um, Some altcoins got a correction, some still pump, but Bitcoin pumped a little bit harder. That's even better. That's even better. And also Bitcoin dominance on the weekly is pumping on the monthly. Sorry, even more powerful chart is right now that the monthly support is huge. This is huge. It's huge for Bitcoin, not so much for altcoins. But as long as altcoins ride a extreme line, we don't worry too much about altcoins. So going back to Ethereum, and then I go to into ADA. Going back to Ethereum, what I was saying is that Ethereum has a key role here because Ethereum is the second largest coin. So we need Ethereum to do well in order to keep check on the Bitcoin dominance. So the Bitcoin dominance don't shoot straight up and affects the altcoins. So Ethereum has a key role here to lead the altcoins. I also would love for ADA to lead the altcoins, but Ethereum is large, is a bigger coin, so it has this role. And ADA has already went pan parabolically, so it can continue going up, and we'll see. But it already did. So give ADA a chance to consider it, don't be too anxious. So now Ethereum has to play this role, and so far so good. Told you guys last week that we broke the resistance here, everything good. We had the first target here, it's already met, and I think it's going for target two. And ideally, what I would love to see for Ethereum is going above the 4,300, because I would place Ethereum above parabolic line, the same as Bitcoin. So we'll cheer for Ethereum right now, and it's doing great. Finally, let me take a look at dominance. Yeah, so you can see here Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance bound from our support level. If dominance goes here to the 54, 53, then it's altcoins will pump very hard. This will be a profit take profit moment for altcoins, a very important one. And then if dominance breaks this support, then it's full altcoin season, and it will probably happen around February for me, as I said a few weeks ago. But as of now, Bitcoin is in this place where we have to pay a little bit more attention to Bitcoin than else. And if this support breaks, then we go to alts again. Okay. Best case scenario, Bitcoin pumps and altcoins pumps as well. But for now, Bitcoin is leading. Just now, we have plenty of time. We had these two very super signal on Bitcoin dominance, and we talk about I pinned this on our Discord. This was our first signal that dominance was getting weaker after all this time. I mentioned this dominance is getting weaker here, so pay attention to alt. And we have this beautiful dominance drop and altcoin spam, and this was a moment to take profit. That's it. Not much more complicated than that. All right, so now let's go to ADA. Let me just return to our. Remember, guys, if you have some questions, join our Discord, link on my profile. You go to the Hangout here, it's totally free. Just go there, and you can ask your question there. So, why do you love ADA so much? Why do you love ADA so much? Maybe two things. Why I talk too much about ADA? That's a fair question because I talk to ADA a lot. Two things. I do really like the coin. I think it has very strong fundamentals. I'm not an expert on ADA and all this recent development. I'm not. I'm a trader. But I also love ADA. I do like this community, but I don't trade based on community alone. I like the fundamentals. I know that it's not hype, but that's what I like. I know about this recent development, how much secure is versus other coin. It has no downtimes as Solana and all of that. But that's nice, but I don't trade it. That's nice. And the second thing is that at some point, a ton of people from the Cardano community join us on X. So for the algorithm, if I talk something different than ADA on my account, it has no reach at all. So it's some algorithm thing. It's how X works. So if I tweet about Bitcoin, because I do trade, you can see I trade everything. I trade even Nasdaq. I trade ETFs. I trade everything. Mostly crypto as well. But if I talk about anything else, it has no reach at all. It's like no, and I've tested that the past 2 years. So that's why we have an X account, especially for ADA, which I like because we can talk with the community there. We can grow the community. We can talk a little bit more in detail for ADA. Most of our followers are ADA holders. And we have a new account when I talk about other coins, um, also next. So that to answer your question. Uh, okay, another question for Ken. To those who is using AlphaX, how do you like it? Okay, that's. I mean, you can go to AlphaX here. AlphaX are our partners. This is a decentralized exchange. It's probably the best one user experience you can possibly get. Uh, you can sign up here on our link on Discord on AlphaX Exchange. I use it a ton. I use it this one, and I use it Bings as a centralized exchange. But I, I love AlphaX so much. Use it here. You can guys, the thing now right now. You get some nice deposit bonus. You get perks for community, but more importantly, than some random trading bonuses you get for signing up, uh, it's that we're in contact with the AlphaX team. So if you have some problem, they can help us. All right. So there's a link here. AlphaX. Okay, let's continue. All right. This is on our Discord. You can find the link to our Discord on my profile. It's free. And then you just go to here, the Hangout channel. We're right there. You can answer a question there. There's the Outfit Exchange. And also, it's right here, Outfit Exchange. Some the deposit bonus is going on right now. Uh, and as I said, you can help the community by using our link, but also you can help yourself. Let's continue. There was more questions here. Uh, Bitcoin dominance printing a super signal on the daily. Bitcoin dominance, would it be a bullish super signal or very super signal? Let me take a look. Bitcoin dominance printing a super signal on the daily. And it should be a bullish super signal. Yep, it is printing a bullish super signal here on the daily. And it is also for the first time in a while trading above the RSI stream line on the other stream line. Uh, and it could mean that it is a weakness of the downtrend. So it is a strength. The Bitcoin dominance is showing strength. This bullish super signal, I mean, is as clear as it can get. We could probably see a run of the dominance, something like this, and hopefully then back down, reacted by the right band. This would be a very good scenario. Uh, but this means that Bitcoin is very strong right now. I mean, it just went past 100K, guys. We cannot be bearish if Bitcoin just passed 100K. It's 103 right now. I even said longs yesterday when Bitcoin just passed, and I shared this one. It was 100.4. I said longs immediately. Longs the easiest trade of my life, and it's right now 103 because it passed. Right? It was rejected there. It passed. It has a lot of traction right now. And if this happens with Bitcoin dominance, yeah, that's why I said, and thank you for this question. That's why I said that it is trying to pay attention to Bitcoin a little bit more than altcoins. Okay. Any liquidity target for Bitcoin at the moment? No, because it's just testing new highs. So, I mean, yeah, there could be some short liquidation there, but just ride the RSI streamline. Yeah, just ride the RSI streamline on daily and the weekly. Don't worry about too much liquidation. Liquidation levels were very good during sideways market when the price was. And let me show you this. And I always talk about this because there's trading process for every phase of the market. Liquidation levels work very well when Bitcoin is moving sideways. During this time, levels were beautiful because when down, liquidation people went down, liquidation people went down. Did this for months. But now it's very different. This is a completely different game. There's a ton of liquidation levels on the downside that will never be hit, or probably they won't ever, or will take some time because we're in a bull. Uh, and at the same time, liquidation levels on the upside sometimes disappear. Uh, they're not. They could be constantly removed. I mean, if Bitcoin just keeps doing this, don't worry too much about liquidation levels. Just ride this line, ride the RSI extreme line. Sorry, guys. So definitely doing using a mail. Okay, do me a favor. Let's talk those questions on the support channel, so I can help you with that. Uh, Yeah, it's kind of it's a mix between centralized and because it works on the blockchain. So you set funds, the funds are stored on the blockchain instead of Link's wallet because it's not Link's itself, it's a separate account. They have an external audit, I can show it to you. But as always, with any DEX, with any DEX, even Binance, uh, just put there whatever you're willing to trade, and take out your funds periodically, your profits, move it to a cold wallet, because I don't put my hands on fire for any exchange. I use this. I love it. I love the team, but I don't trust anyone. So with my money, because they could be have very good will, have a very strong process, but even Binance could be hacked eventually. So as even dexes can be hacked, but use it to trade, and take out your gains from time to time periodically. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let me just, for all you guys, because I know there's a ton of people here on X watching us. Welcome everyone. So here on my profile is the link to our Discord. You can join there. It's free, and you can ask your question on our Hangout. Let me just pin this on our comments. Discord access right now. Access right now. And in case you want to use the indicators I am using, also the link is on our Discord. But so right now you can go to railroad.com. Yes, this is some advertisement, but I can promise you guys these indicators can easily change uh, your trading process. It has done for me, it has made wonder for me, for most of our community as well. So for me, the best indicators are theirs. It's the only tool I ever use to trade. I don't look at anything else, not even the MACD or other sites there. All right. So let me know, guys, if you have some final questions. Did I talk about ADA? Yeah, I did, right? I did talk about ADA or not. Well, let me talk about ADA. I think I talked enough. And I know many of you guys are here for ADA. So, dear ADA, what's going on with you? Writing the RSI string line. Good. We'll write this. That's it. We'll write this line. Listen a weekly. This is especially for holders, right? For traders, this doesn't do too much. But for holders, just write this. Sleep well. Write this. It's right now it's at $1. Exactly at $1. This line is exactly on one USD. There you go. It is exactly at one USD. So ADA could easily do something like this and continue rally. That would not surprise me at all, because that's exactly the same thing that Bitcoin could do. It's exactly the thing that total icons could do. That's what happens during the bull run. Be a little bit patient with ADA. Don't get too impatient if you see other coins pumping 20%, 40%, and ADA moving 2%. Why? Because it just moves from our entry here, 230 to 150%. So give it some time. Don't be too anxious. Remember, this is a weekly chart. Each candle is a week. So even if this plays out, that for me would be awesome. This could take 1, 2, 3 weeks. So be a little bit patient. That's why it's so helpful to go to the weekly chart. Could happen. It could happen before as well. We will go to the daily. Sorry, and you, for traders, you can use this level for trades. So if price trades to $1, you know this is a very strong support because it is also confluence with our stream line here. And if we go to the daily, if you bought ADA late, you came late to the party. We have this very signals on ADA, but as I mentioned, as long as price remains above the RSI stream line, nothing to worry about. That's only for reference. It's not good at all, but this has priority. And this line right now is at 1.12. So this one is holding as well. Would I buy ADA right now at 1.12? No, I wouldn't. Because we bought at 35 cents. And we know that it's above the parabolic line, but a parabolic line, you use it for two main purposes. You use it to hold, if you already bought much cheaper, or you use it for quick trades when the parabolic is testing the lower limit. Sorry, when it's testing the line. When the price is testing the line, you can use it for long time. We use it plenty of time the past weeks. Plenty of time with long trades. Um, but the longer it remains above the line, I mean, it will break eventually. This will not last forever. So that's why I said it's ideally the ideal entry, and I talk about this when you're using the extreme line is here on the first retest. This is a good entry, even for late entry, even for spot positions, like this first test of the extreme line. Um, this is like the ideal entry. So right now for holders, I will hold. For traders, I will look for longs from here. If you are not a holder and you want to buy a large spot position and you don't have any ADA, of course you can do whatever you want because ADA can go to 3 USD. Let's take a look. But it also can go to 60 cents and still be bullish. So you can have like a massive 50% loss on the momentarily, right? So you have to know that, and you have to be okay with that if you want to buy ADA right now. If you're okay with that, then fine. Uh, I talk also about this from ADA. There's this line here that is already breaking. I said not to worry about this line too much because this line already broke for Bitcoin. And you can see this line here already. This line already was broke by Bitcoin, like nothing. This is exactly the same line that ADA is facing right now, which is the previous bull run double tap support. And it's breaking. And I do think that ADA could fill this gap with the all-time high very fast. Because there's no resistance here. It goes like butter. That could happen. That could happen, yeah. Um, but as I mentioned, that's just a scenario. I'm not telling you to buy because what could also happen, and I think it's less probable, but could also happen, if for, let's say we have a strong reaction now, guys, right around support will be right here, so we have this could also happen, and this will put ADA back to 80 cents. Um, So that would be a huge mental loss. So you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with this if you play an ADA. You have to be okay with these two scenarios right now. Really, it could probably be a little bit lower. Depends if it retraces faster. It could be a little bit lower. Depends when it retraces. You have to be okay with this. Okay. There's not much science. There's not fanboy talk here. Fundamental. Someone was elected as private counselor of Trump. I don't care. We follow this line. If there is a drop, we buy here. That's it. That's it for you guys. Uh, if everyone thinks not to buy it, I will not hire. Simple logic. Yeah, but who's everyone? Everyone on X? Don't care about them. Everyone X is nothing. This is moved by whales, by people that say something and do the opposite. So everyone on X don't care that at all. Don't even pay attention to it. Uh, don't even waste your time tweeting when someone says I'm selling ADA. Say the opposite. Doesn't matter at all. You just waste your time. Doesn't matter at all. And if you were at 35 cents and you take profits here and let's say, no, I want to sell everything, then well, great for you. You just made 300% profits. Where else can you do that? And even if it goes to three USD, it's another 150%, but you already made 300. So if you sell, well, good for you. Good for you. Sell and buy a house, buy whatever you want, and do your profits. And if you hold, fine. But you just know that this could happen. But as long as the RSI is trend line, personally, as long as this line holds, I will keep holding. I already took profit at 115, and I said that. Um, so that's when my partial profit, and I keep holding spot, and I keep trading ADA at key levels once it retraces. Okay, let's go check it on the lower time frames. Uh, let's check ADA on lower time frames. Lower time frames on the daily, I don't see a clear entry. If you want to take much risk, the entry was right. You can see how beautiful this indicator is, guys. I was going to tell you can take a trade here, but it already bounced from there, exactly from there. It already bounced exactly from this line. Exactly. This was a potential trade. And if you would have taken this trade, you would have made 5% profits in less than a day. 10x leverage at 15%, 50% profit. Not bad. That was a trade. Right now, there's nothing to do here. Just wait for another opportunity. Just keep holding. All right, guys, 1,600 people here. So I think we've reviewed coins quite decent. And you can see here, ADA pumping right now 1%, Ethereum only 1.6, but Bitcoin 4%. Exactly why I told you guys on the weekly that we are on this phase. And as someone pointed out, even Bitcoin dominance, this is a Bitcoin dominance even have a bullish superstition. So we pay attention to Bitcoin now. We already took profits here when I told you here, I'll take profit, careful with correction. And we said when was here, there was a moment to take some profit on alts, or just keep riding the extreme line, whatever you prefer. Because well, the best case scenario what we can have here is Bitcoin popping, altcoins pumping as well, but Bitcoin pumping harder. That would be the best case scenario, and that could easily happen as well. I don't have a crystal ball. No one has. If someone tells you no, altcoins will dump and Bitcoin will pump, he doesn't know. Doesn't know. It's just could happen. But we don't trade on what could happen and what could not. We react. We react when we see something. We contemplate all scenarios. At least that's how I do it, guys. So once again, I link here the strategies on our Discord. Strategies, please study the strategies. Study the strategies. It's like 7 simple strategies here. You guys keep asking me questions time again, and I just keep linking these strategies. It's like 7 strategies. Probably plus 10 years of trading experience in this strategy, which is extremely simple to use. Extremely simple to use. This strategy money guaranteed? No. What this strategy is tell is when it's good risk reward moments to buy or to enter or to sell if you go from the opposite setup. Good risk reward moments, and trading is all about finding good risk reward moments. Moments where you can lose a little bit, but you can win a lot. And where are those moments? And that's when you go hard. All right. So there are different scenarios right here. One of those is when it's testing the trend optimized line for the first time. One of those is when it's testing the right band after a higher high, which during the bull run is extremely powerful. When we have these corrections, we have this scenario here. When we have this plenty of bullish signals, this usually anticipates a bounce. One of my favorites, which I trade is a lot, for me is one of the more powerful ones, the one we have these sudden corrections. When everyone's scary, closing in a loss, we just look at this line, place our limit order there, and wait for the pump. This is one of my favorites as well. All right, guys. I think I've talked a lot. Final question, guys, just let me know so we can end our stream. Thank you guys for all the people next joining. It's like 700 people watching the stream right now. It means a ton for me. Also for our community. Come join our community in our Discord. We talk a ton. Yes, there are some private channels out there which you can get access very easily. I mean, you can pay or you can get access very easily through having a membership in FX or Bings. Whatever you do is probably the most profitable thing you will do the whole year. We can also have our training chat when everyone talks. Newcomers as well. And we've made, I think, an unbelievable job documenting our strategies, write our library for indicators. We also have these trading bots, which tells you when there is an alert or signals, so you don't have to stare at the charts all day. For example, this beautiful alert we got here, and you also receive a screenshot of the alert, which this is I love, and this is we just deployed this one recently, a week ago, I think. So you have this bullish cycle of 4 hours later, and you have a screenshot of the chart, so you can say here, and these signals came right before Bitcoin went to 100K, right the day before, hours before that happened. Okay. But just to remind you guys, we don't take trades just based on these indicator alerts. We take trades using our strategies, because our strategies seek for confidence between indicators, between context. So give even more strength to the signals, give it more context to the signal, because you can trade every single time a signal a personal chart Yeah, you could make some money with that, but you could also lose money. And that's a fact. And I'm not afraid to tell you that you can lose money if you follow every single signal that appears. What you look is look for context. Is there confluence of a signal? Is this a good time? Is it a bullish trend? That's documented on Australia in a very friendly way. Uh, all right, all right. So I think, yeah, I think we're done, guys. Um, I had a blast. It's been almost an hour of a stream. Uh, we'll keep talking on our Discord. I click sharing trades, and don't forget to check our trading forum. There's a lot of material there. I post there, members post there, trading ideas, trading setups. Probably the most profitable scenarios here. We talk here about coins before they pump 100%, 150%. Uh, so many trading scenarios here. Uh, for those trading stocks, I'm also NARC. I'm trading about this one. Um, and so many scenarios. We have rows here. We already pump audio. We should also pump a lot. We talk about this famous. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Ada well idea. Look at this beauty. We posted this Ada trade setup. We posted this beautiful Ada trade setup when Ada was at 44 cents with a target of 69, and it played out beautiful. We even set the target here at 80 cents, and this play out. You know what happened here? And it was process. It was not luck because we saw orange bullish here. And on X, I tweeted so many times about ADA. You can see this post. I traded so many times when ADA was here. Support tell you not to panic. Before you panic, don't do. 2 weeks or 1 week before it pumped massively, I said ADA is heating up. Weekly chart building momentum. That is a fact. And even here, I said, go by this, ADA run is inevitable in my opinion. Sure, it's taking a turn, but on the weekly chart, it looks crystal clear. I mean, that's it, yes. So thank you for joining us. Please join our Discord. Let's talk there. I don't do too much X nowadays because I'm trading like crazy. I don't have too much time to post on X. And the algorithm on X doesn't like me too much, if I'm being honest. So I prefer to talk to with you guys here on our Discord. So having said that, have a great week. Have a very profitable week. Weekend is coming. Probably we'll do a live stream tomorrow. Not sure. Just to prepare for the weekend. Not really sure. Focus on Bitcoin right now. Focus on Bitcoin for our time frame, 1 day time frame, weekly time frame. Spend time with your family during